Yeah, so hello. This is my review of my Pimax 5K Business Edition. Yes, I got this Rift for 3 weeks ago, on the 30th December or so, and I have some experience with Oculus Rift, all the versions, DK1, DK2 and also the CV1, and I baked the Pimax because of the broad field of view, and at this time I wasn't sure about the display, so I changed before 2 months to the OLED Business Edition. Yeah. And I do this because I have a flying license and AAA, and also I fly a lot of simulators, and I fly them also in the night, and also I fly Elite Dangerous a lot of time because I'm a childhood fan of Elite Dangerous. So not only for the flying simulators, also for the Elite Dangerous simulator was very important to get an OLED display with the new Pimax. I set up with the Vive Lighthouse box, and I buy this Lighthouse box 1 week before I got the display from Amazon, and it was with an electronic adapter from USA, China, and so I have to go to the electronic shop and buy an adapter for Europe. But it works without special drivers together with the Pimax. Also, I have some force feedback joysticks and racing wheels, and I use them for Assetto Corsa and Project Heise to get experience with the Pimax. The next was that I have bought before 2 weeks also a new graphic card, because for my simulators it was very important to get good performance. And the performance with the Pimax field of view and my old 1080 was too low. Yes. So you see, also for the simulator I have a full setup here with router panels and everything. Yes. For flying. I will start the Pimax for you and show you how this all runs all together. So I push the power button down on my feet, and in the next second the Pimax lights up, and yes, as you see, it runs smoothly. And also I find out that when I stop the Oculus drivers in the background, the services, the Pimax was more stable. And yes, I can say the Pimax is very stable on running, but sometimes when you go on hibernation, you can't get it back. So mostly when you start a gaming session, you have to stay and not to make a break till the end, so you can enjoy the full situation with the Pimax. So you can see also inside the Pimax. And when you turn it on your head, you get instantly a place on another planet, and you can look around, and you see also another planet on the far. And yes, it's very standard to have like a home place in Oculus, yes, in Vive. So here you see I started for you the Pimax tool, and I have on my head the display and the Rift, and I can show you a few seconds. Now you can see through, and you see this planet and everything, the sun beyond this planet. Yes. So next, you will find out that it's very easy to set up the Vive VR and the Oculus VR games. It's not a problem to run it with the Pimax. Many of the programs run very smooth. So what I can say about the games. Elite Dangerous run very smoothly, and the OLED display is amazing. You have very, really dark and blackness, and this is very different to the old Oculus that I had with the LCD. And so I'm very happy that I upgrade my Pimax to the OLED display, because I find out terrible to have not really darkness in the Rift. So I can start for you here the Elite Dangerous, and we can make maybe a look inside to see this. Need a few seconds to start the game. You see the Vive connectivity started together. And I have also, now I see through the Rift and I see the game. Yeah, and you have, I run this the setup only with one 5 base station, and for simulators is enough. But if you want to have room scale and to walk around, you have to buy 2 of this base station. Yes. So I try to start here something, but I forgot to push in the joystick. But I want to show you through the Rift the viewing. Okay. So you see now through the Rift, and maybe you can recognize that is very, very sharp. Yes, and you have also a very, 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 very good blackness. Yeah, and a very sharp display, and you have a very, very bright point of sweetness, of sharpness. So you haven't to look around so much. You can see the before you the place like you see it with your normal eyes, and you can look at 2 things at the same time. You can look forward, and you can see when something comes from the left or from the right. Yes, so this is very exciting. And also it was very exciting in the DCS simulator, the digital combat simulator, to fly now with the new Rift, because if you make a carrier landing, on DCS, that's the DCS simulator, you have the problem that if you turn away from the carrier and you want to look around, you don't see more what is on the front of you. And with the new Pimax, this is forgotten. You can really look around like if you're sitting in a cockpit, and also, and this is also very important, you have no upper border. So your upper border is your own hair from your A's, yes. So upper A's, and this is very exciting. You think that you are in free, yes, that you are really outside. Huh? So you see the DCS simulator runs, and with a 2080 Ti it runs smoothly. Yes, so but you have a very low chance to run a lot of the modules with a 1080, yeah? So because the Pimax has a very bright resolution. So again, the field of view is exciting and works very, very fine. And also the darkness is good enough for me. Yes, I'm very happy with this. I have no problem with the darkness. The BE edition has only one little thing, from my experience. Sometimes if it goes in the hibernation mode, you can't get it back. So sometimes I try to put the power out and to get it back. And when it doesn't work, I put the power of the USB out. And this mostly then works. Sometimes it doesn't work, so I have to reboot my computer, and in the next I have again a clear Pimax running. So from my experience of the last 3 weeks, I can say that the Pimax BE hold all his promises. Yes, okay, you have a little screen door effect, natural, but don't forget, you can look at some targets in flying like you look it on the LCD display when you haven't a rift on your ace. So you have a very, very good sharpness when you have enough force power, enough processing power through your good graphic card to run a very smooth, very beautiful picture, a very beautiful simulation on the following simulators: on the DCS, on the Elite Dangerous. Also, I run a lot of time the project cars with rainy weather. This was exciting. Yeah, I was real in a car and drive around, because if you drive with this Pimax Rift in a car, you have a feeling. You have the feeling from the field of view that you sit really in a car inside. You can see on the left and the right borders something that runs away from you when you drive forward. And this is like real driving. And also, I have no problems to run Assetto Corsa. It was very easy. The Skyrim I run, but I haven't the Vive controller, so I can't play it really, but it runs smoothly. Assetto Corsa and also Ballistics NG and some other games, yes. So also Sturmovik.